I'm Italian, obviously, not Irish. But I'm married to a Greek woman. We got married in the middle of the pandemic. It was fun. We got married in that little, remember that one October where they told everybody, yeah guys, do whatever you want, take the mask off, it's fine. She says it's okay now. Then 2 weeks later, whoa, we messed up, put the mask back on. She messed this one up more than he messed up AIDS. That's when we got married. It's a good wedding, it was. But this is what I found out during everything we had to go through that year. You need to know about your significant other's culture when it relates to the wedding well before the wedding. I didn't know that we didn't have time to learn that. Things just popped up like, oh, COVID. So I did the only thing I could think of in that situation. I watched a movie. It's called My Big Fat Greek Wedding. You ever heard of it? Should be called My Big Fat Greek Lie, because none of it happens. None of it. Not one thing. There's an old guy in the movie, goes around, sprays everyone with Windex. That's how you get rid of zits. It's not true. There is, in reality, an old Greek woman shows up at your wedding with a bottle of Fabuloso, smacks you in the face with a mop. That's the cure for COVID. Also, it smells fabulous. It was weird being at that wedding. This is the weirdest part, too. Like, you guys have all been to an American wedding, so you know what an American wedding is like. Most of you have been to an Italian wedding, so you know what that is like. I've never been to a Greek wedding. I don't know what that's like, but I have been in that situation where you have the DJ who comes out and he announces, first dance for you, Mr. and Mrs. Crescenzo's husband and wife. Because apparently that's the job. $5,000 they paid the guy to do husband and wife. And throw beads and hold a limbo stick. Or a broom, it depends. I didn't know that until then. But as soon as he made the announcement, we come out and we're gonna dance to some song that neither of us has ever heard before. I think it was like, in the arms of a Greek girl, I don't know. With really curly hair, I think that's how it went. I can't quote it. But then while we're dancing, I look to the side, I see her dad, her uncle, and her brother. And they're just staring at me. Yeah, I'm like, this is when you decide to kill me? Sit down, there's too many witnesses here. It's like 150 guests at this wedding. Plus there's a videographer, a camera crew, a DJ, caterers, and a band. I didn't know that. You have to have a band and a DJ. Just in case the bus breaks down for one, the other is there. I'm like, this DJ's gonna be announcing this murder stab by stab, like play by play. This is not the appropriate time for a crime. Guy, you're gonna learn when that time is. You're getting an Italian in the family now. You will learn. And they did something I've never seen in my life. They just started throwing money at us while we were dancing. Yeah, like we're a couple of strippers. I never seen that. I was so offended. At first I just said, hey, what are you doing? I saw how much money was on the ground. Do you need help? In the arms of... It was a lot of money. It was like $5,000 on the ground in under 3 minutes. No stripper makes money like that. I was so excited. I turned right around and grabbed my drink. I come back around. I see the DJ. He's just sweeping the money to his side of the room. I was like, whoa, what are you doing? Oh, he's like, relax. I go, relax, he's taking the money. He's like, no, that money goes to the band. I'm like, why? We already paid him. No, that's the custom. At the Greek weddings, the money on the floor goes to the band. That's what I said too. I'm like, really? Go get me my guitar. We're getting this money back. It's like, you don't know how to play guitar. I'm like, I don't care. Get me a guitar and guitar lessons. We get the money back now. And I'm like, you know what? I think I understand. She's like, what do you understand? I'm like, I think I now understand what your people were nearly kicked out of the European Union. I now understand. You guys are terrible with money. You're the inspiration behind the Brexit. And nothing which gets you cool with the EU again. Not even if you married an Italian in the middle of pandemic, and that's where they found the cure for COVID. Nothing gets you than what they get. It was a nice wedding, I'll give it that. The only thing that really drove us both nuts is we were supposed to do something the day after the wedding. You guys know what that is, right? The honeymoon. That's what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to go to either Greece or Italy. That was the goal. That was the plan. We couldn't do that. I wonder why. She turns to me the next morning and is like, I want to go somewhere. Can we go somewhere? It'd be nice to go somewhere. You know, because it's our honeymoon. Let's go somewhere. I'm like, all right, where do you want to go? She goes, I don't know. Figure it out. I go, okay, I got a place. I know exactly where we can go. It's not even that far away. We live right by New York. Why don't we do this right now? Anybody could go here, too, by the way. You could bring your kids. You could bring your friends. You could bring your pets. They don't judge you over there. It's called Governor's Island. Have you ever heard of it? That's where we did my honeymoon, Governor's Island. It was great. It's $3 a head on the ferry ride. Everybody else is spending $10, $20. I go to Hawaii. Look, I went down the street. I took the bus. Then we took a ferry from there, $3 a head on the ferry. And then when we got there, middle pandemic, COVID, guess what? Everything was closed. The bars are closed. The restaurants are closed. That place that you go to get a bicycle for like $100,000 for like 25 minutes, that was closed. I was so happy. My entire honeymoon, just a hike around a park in an island. That was it. It's the best day of my life. Yeah, and you were there too. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a more expensive part. Not everything. It was a Sunday in Manhattan. The parking was free. That was great. The most expensive part of my entire honeymoon, the Easy Pass to get Manhattan was $12 that day. Yeah, that was expensive. I wasn't ready for that one.
Ask the band to pay for it.
They could have collected for me. I'm gonna try to do this one quick though. The next day we're like, not the next day, it was the day after the honeymoon itself. We were like, okay, we need to go and do something. We didn't have any plans. So we go back, we got a house, we're like, okay, let's go to the house. She's like, I want you to pick me up and bring me over to the new threshold. I was like, okay, fine. And I opened the door, I pick up my bride. I tried, I don't have a good back. But I pick up my bride, and I kick open the door, and my mom's standing there.
That's me.
And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm bringing my wife over the threshold to our new home. She's like, this is my house. Yeah, you make a good point. It is your house. She's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, well, we figured we'd come to our new house and we'd get dinner. We'd make ourselves dinner. She goes, look, I'm entertaining company right now. I don't have time for this. I was like, well, what should we do then? She goes, I don't know. Why don't you go up to your room and consummate the marriage or something? As soon as we get upstairs, because my wife was like, don't touch me right now. I was like, okay. So we get back upstairs, and I'm getting ready, and then she goes, I can hear them. They will be able to hear us. Turn the TV on. We're watching something else. I'm like, okay, that's fine. What do you want to watch? And she goes, anything that does not involve COVID. That would be good right now. And I'm like, So not the news. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. You guys are
Very talented, Mr. Anthony Crescenzo, everybody!
Hey, Bob Cryer, everybody, get up for him again. Yeah, my name's Anthony. I'm Italian. This is Bergen County, right? Yeah. I'm from Lodi. Sorry. I came too far north. I'm aware of it. I know what I smell like. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm Italian. I got married to a Greek woman very recently.
God bless you.
Thank you for condolences. It's good. The only problem is, I'm going to admit this right now. I made a major mistake. This is pre-pandemic when we got engaged. The engagement itself. I didn't know how to do an engagement. I didn't. I never tried it before. I'm not divorced. I've never been married. I had no idea what I was doing. I was trying. You're supposed to do it where you first met the person, right? Your first date. Our first date was Six Flags Great Adventure. That's where I wanted to do it. That's where I wanted to have the engagement. I'm Italian. My wife said no. I'm sorry. When I say wife, I mean my mom. My mom said no. Like, you're not doing it there. You're doing it at a restaurant like an adult. And I was like, okay. I live with you. I guess that's what's going to happen. I'm only 41. So I went to a restaurant. It was right by where her parents live. And we got there on time. They're Greek. So they were 2 hours late. Some of you know about Greek people time. The rest of you, let's get into it right now before we get into the rest of the story, because it won't make any sense. Greek people time, the reason it's 2 hours behind, I'm going to tell you. Do you know anything about Greek Easter?
Yes.
Do you know when regular Easter is, first of all? You do. 40 days after Mardi Gras, of course. Theirs is plus 2 weeks. They have a little bit of a layover. I understand. I was in Idaho once too. When we went to a Greek Easter Mass one year, I didn't know that. Greek Easter Mass is on Saturday night. It's a vigil. It's supposed to be at 8 o'clock. We got there at 11:45 and it hadn't started yet. And then at midnight, they opened the doors. Everybody's still chanting. Then they open the doors and everybody walks out. 300 white people walk into the woods at one time. And led by old men with long white beards, red and white cloaks, going into the woods with torches and crosses going, Turn them away from me. Are you sure this is Mass? Say, yeah, why do you look nervous? This seems like a Klan meeting. Again, why are you nervous? Because I'm the darkest one here. There's a lot of trees. I am very nervous right now. Yeah, that was 2 weeks after my Easter. So I understand they're going to be 2 weeks behind on everything. Thank God this is only 2 weeks, 2 hours late. They get there. I was already nervous. And I was waiting too long. I didn't know what to do, so I took the engagement ring that I was getting ready to give her. And I put it in my mom's purse, along with my dignity and my pride. I was like, this will just be here for a couple of minutes. My hands will dry off. And then I sat down on my chair, and I was trying to be a gentleman, and I put a napkin on my lap. That was a bad decision. I didn't know that at the time. They finally get there. We order food. We order dessert. I am too nervous to make the proposal. The dessert comes around. The napkin falls out of my lap. This is how I picked it up. Oh. All of a sudden, my mom's like, oh, her mom's like, oh, Ella. And she's like, oh, and I'm like, oh. And I realized what I had done. And I go into my mom's purse, and she goes, go ahead, you can get that box that I paid for on Amazon. Go ahead and get it. So I pull it out, yeah, because that's what you got to do. You need to make sure that she's happy. You let her buy the ring, guys. You let her do it. You put it on your credit card, but you let her buy that ring. And I go, Georgia, me. I can't pronounce your last name. I've never done this before. I really don't know what I'm doing. Do you know what you're doing? Because can we try to do this together? Look, we're never going to do better than one another. And she goes, I know, just give me the ring. And then everyone got very excited. Everyone was very happy. Oh my God, this is so great. And that's when I realized, this is my time. This is my time, finally, it's gonna happen. I am the first Italian grandchild in this country. This is finally the day where I get to pay the bill. That has never happened before. I was so excited. I ran to the bathroom. I go to the wait station. I give them my credit card. I was like, I'm gonna be right back. You run this right now. Ran to the bathroom, washed my hands, came back, all wet hands, just signed it, here you go, here's 20% tip. Run back over, and the two dads like, oh, what a great day! I am so excited for our two kids! This is wonderful! I'm gonna pay the bill! No, I'm gonna pay the bill. No, I'm gonna pay the bill! No, I'm gonna pay the bill. The waitress comes over. Gentlemen, I don't know what you're arguing about, but the bill's already been paid. By who? By him. Oh, how can you do that to me? You disrespect me. You disrespected my entire family. That was her dad. And I went, listen, Gus. I'm gonna let me take this one today. Let me buy this today. Let me pay for this bill. We're gonna go to Greece with you in a few weeks. For a few weeks. I will let you pay for everything. That is exactly what I did. Everything. I am not playing around when I say that at all. The flight there, made him pay for it. The car rental, made him pay for it. The hotels while we were there, made him pay for it. The food while we were there, made him pay for it. Every single tip, made him pay for it. The beaches, made him pay for it. Every single coffee, made him pay for it. The excursion that I took his daughter away from the entire family so me and her could be on our own private island, made him pay for it. Made him pay for everything on the island, including all of the food, all of the drinks, and the hotel that I took his daughter to, made him pay for that as well. We get back to the States, he sees the credit card bill. Oh, how am I gonna pay for this? This is a lot of money, Anthony. You know what? Don't worry about it, Costa, it's fine. Remember when I paid that one bill for you? This is the honor for your family. You guys are a lot of fun. My name is Anthony Crescenzo. You guys have been great. Enjoy the rest of your night.